Makerere University has awarded 46 certificates to skilled workers in Rusherere district. These graduates in Rusherere have undergone rigorous modular training to record animal information and product processing for value addition. They want to be in the best position to be able to access both local and regional markets.
You cannot just get somebody without an O-level certificate and begin taking them to train to get an academic certificate. They must prove that they passed mathematics, they passed English. Do they have the minimum required? You understand me?
Yeah, understand.
Nevertheless, they are not condemned. And they get a skills certificate which is good with all the competence, and they can actually compete and favorably succeed in life.
The Africa Institute for Strategic Animal Resource Services and Development, AFRISA, has partnered with Makerere University to improve community livelihood using local surroundings, putting an emphasis on animals and their products. Rusherere Sub-County, Rusherere District has become a role model for community development conducted by Makerere University's Faculty of Veterinary Medicine to train trainers who will in turn share the knowledge with local farmers. The 46 graduates have specialized in milk processing and record keeping for commercial production using value addition methods acquired within the 2 months training at community level.
And now working with the private sector forum, we work with different stakeholders, we work with the farmers, and we strive to build for the future. As we strive to build for the future, one of the major issues we have decided to address is to take the university to the people.
We give you skills to succeed in your life. And those skills are the ones where we shall try to develop a criteria and remedial courses with time to see how you can join from that skill certificate to join into a professional certificate.
This is where AFRISA has helped us. They have given us money to train our extension workers, because we need extension staff who will work with the farmers and enable them to meet the standards that we are demanding.
And they have done an on-farm baseline data collection and management. As you heard in one of their representatives, they said that they were able to find out the oldest cow. Yeah. That is a demonstration that they have really learned and they are ready to put this training into practice.
The Training of Trainers pilot project in Rusherere district was initiated by Amategaitu Dairy Cooperative and Texas Inkusi, a local farmer and investor who have committed efforts to maintain the price of milk at shillings 700 per litre from the farmers instead of the current shillings 100 to 200 per litre, depending on the rain or drought seasons.
Automatically the demand is going high. And what I'm planning to do right now, I'm actually moving into zero grazing. I want to curb like 40 animals, put them on zero grazing, so that I get the quantity of milk the Amategaitu would love to have for a day or for a week. We're installing a cooler. We'll have enough milk for any production, for any process.
The big problem in the sector is that milk is very dirty. There are no milking parlor facilities, there are no washing facilities, there is no water, the utensils are dirty, and there is no knowledge about how to handle milk. So the milk is very poor quality and subsequently of very low price. Mr. Texas has invested in this milking parlor and in the procedures which we are teaching him and his people to follow, and that's what enables the milk to maintain a good quality.
This one is used when you are testing the mastitis direct from the cow. 2 mils of milk, you use 2 mils of what? Of the reagent. So you see now, These are all 3 meals of milk. So now I'm going to use 3 meals of what? Of the reagent. It's purple. Then you turn again this side for uniform mixture. These 4 tips are safe from mastitis simply because there are no coagulates and there is no viscosity here, so the milk is clean. You tell that the milk, this cow is free from mastitis disease.
The initiative has so far improved the quality of milk in Rusherere, where the cooperative adds value by producing yogurt, which is selling at shillings 2,000 per litre for wholesale and shillings 4,000 for retail consumers.
We make a makamo with it, or if you want you can call it yogurt. We pack it from here and we are able to sell that milk very near the farm. Even in fact here in Rusherere town we are selling the milk at 2,000 shillings a litre, you see. So there is no magic about this. It's very, very simple. It's a question of maintaining, adhering to the hygienic practices, and then you can get a good price.
And if we have better milk, it should attract more funding because it's of better quality. But to remember that the presence of learners on farms is also reducing the cost. So we do not expect that these products will simply be very expensive just because the quality has been improved by students. So other factors will come into play, including competition.
So we have promised the farmer, and this is our pledge to all our members, that if they can invest in these basic facilities, we will guarantee a price of 700 shillings at least for the time being, whether it is the dry season or wet season.
Value addition is one of the core activities by the cooperative, while the farmers are expected to invest in milking parlors as a starting point.
We are adding value to the milk right here at the farm. The milk is processed using very basic process. It's pasteurized and it is fermented.
We take the milk into the can. We put water in the saucepan. We heat water. After heating the water, we bring the can full of milk. We put it in that milk, hot milk, in the hot water. That is in direct heating. We don't use direct heating simply because we don't want to destroy the components of milk. That's protein, fat, and vitamins, and so on. For the consumer to take, if the milk is having all those, the consumer will tell that this milk is clean simply because of the height of the components.
Texas, as an investor, is to enjoy the monopoly of training and building capacity of the local students here in Uganda.
Mr. Vingana is directed into that training, the maintenance of hygiene in this milk, the cleanness, the handling, which we are looking forward to continuing to do for as long as we are still with AFRISA.
AFRISA is talking about a student who's a graduate coming out of this, who is directly a farmer and a commercial farmer to that effect, who is directly an entrepreneur, who is directly an employer with the capacity, is directly having skill and is not failing to start the business because they are not skilled like most graduates today. Most graduates spend time on a traditional model of education, learning a lot of knowledge, but ability to do and their attitude as well as network with others needs to be addressed.
AFRISA has injected funds alongside the British International Development Fund and the government of Uganda for the purposes of skills development on animal products.
The animal resources world is diverse, it is big, it offers a lot of opportunity for employment. Contemporary problems that are challenging us, all of them hinge on the animal resources world. So if you talk about the products to sell, whether in the home or in town, you are talking about animal products. So when people want to get money, immediately they talk about a chicken, about a goat, about cattle, about milk. When they talk about being secure from hunger, they will keep some crops and keep in the granary. But the cow is a traditional bank account. The animal is a traditional bank account. If you're talking about addressing income poverty, you must have animals to sell.
With such initiatives, this allows local milk producers like Amategaitu Dairy Cooperative to have huge projections in increasing their milk production capacity. Adding value to Ugandan produce is government's will, as the president's speech during the 2010-2011 financial year statement emphasized on adding value as one way to promote modernization. He also said that government would play its part in providing good infrastructure, energy, small machinery, and access to water, among others. Compiled and presented by Hans Chaze for UBC Television.